If only we had a great amp today. Ah, look at this. Let's try it out. Hey guys, welcome to Tony's Guitar Hangout. It's me, Tonio, and we have here the wonderful Daniel from
Lichtlaerm Audio.
Great to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You brought an amp. Actually, I don't know anything about the amp, to be honest.
Okay, sure.
Let's do this. You describe to me what the amp does. You show me all the specs, and I'm going to play some things over it. So go ahead, just
Okay,
tell
sure.
me, well,
Yeah. So anyway, we started off with like a sound dialed in to be a bit more sludgy. Mm-hmm. And I mean, you did the perfect riff for this. Exactly.
So
it's a 150 watt amp.
Ooh.
Because why not? It's really hard to describe the sound. So it always has like a certain growl to it. Mm-hmm. But we designed it to be like really, really flexible.
Like a Dave Grohl.
Like a Dave Grohl.
I'm sorry, I'm still tired.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
It's designed to be really, really flexible. I mean, I'm a metal guy, so obviously this is like the main objective is like giving a really heavy, distorted sound, but still stay clear and like bring out all the nuances in the playing. For me, it's like a prime objective to have like a certain rock thing in there. The input stage is what defines the feel of an amp, and we went with something more classical. Like it's kind of Marshall based. It's more like the British thing.
Huh. I was thinking towards Soldano, something like that.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
So the funny thing is the second gain stage is more Soldano-like.
Okay.
And after that we go like really big. It's like really full range.
So it's a 2-channel amp.
It's a... So...
Okay, now it's getting complicated.
It's not really complicated, but we call it a 2 3/4 channel amp.
2 3/4 channel amp.
Yeah.
2/3.
2/3.
Good.
Basically, we have a clean channel, which is one channel, even though it has two distinct voices.
Yes.
It has a brilliant and a warm setting. So the brilliant is more Fendery, and the warm is like a bit high wattage, sun style.
Okay. This is the clean channel?
This is the clean channel on the brilliant setting.
We play with an Ibanez. If only we had someone here who could say which type of guitar that is. Do we have someone here?
Mark!
Mark?
It's the RGT 1221 PBSWL.
Okay, that was very cryptical, thank you.
Okay.
It's still compressed.
It is. It is.
And I'm on, okay, it's a humbucker, but it still remains kind of brilliant.
Yes.
And has this round, warm tone that you expect from such a thing. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, a lot of times like clean channels are really overlooked in metal amps, but I love a good clean tone.
Yeah, because you can stack a lot of pedals on that.
That as well. And I mean, if you play something clean and then go heavy, like the impact is just so much harder.
Okay.
Like, I think contrast is what makes music hit hard. And then we got the warm one. Way smoother.
Yeah.
And this one is like really great with pedals.
Okay.
So, I mean,
if we would do like Edge of Breakup,
Yeah.
we could work with the Tube Screamer. That's the tone that I was seeking for if I would go like Hendrixy, stuff like that. Yeah,
exactly.
Gotta jump out of the picture for a second. Kind of curious how that how that amp sounded. Good.
Did you know that the body shape of Ibanez guitars is perfect to balance them on your head?
I can see. That's great. It's very, 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 very sparkly. Can you give it to me for 1 second without the Tube Screamer, please?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if we go single calls, we can also even chime here.
Yeah. That's beautiful. That's actually very, very beautiful. I didn't expect that from a metal amp.
Yeah, I mean, we had this discussion, like, for me, there is no such thing as a metal amp, like, except if you decided to only do high gain.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an extreme range amp. The second channel is the lead channel, but it has two voices, vintage and modern. And vintage is more like a crunch style thing.
Okay.
And modern is like the full-on balls to the wall metal sound. Exactly. I mean, we hung out with Uwe Lulis from Accept yesterday.
He's a great guy.
So we have balls to the wall jokes all time.
Okay, let's go. Let's move on. We were on the first channel.
Yeah, first channel, two voices is what we did so far.
So
which is still one of the 2 3/4 channels. So I'm going to switch to the crunch sound now.
Okay. Wow, that directness is very, very nice. Have you put the tube screamer
Tube
on?
screamer is not on.
Without the... It's a little boomier than I would expect.
The thing is, we still have the depth and bass
Oh, okay, get
pretty
it.
much cranked from the Doom setting, so I'll just roll back the...
Great. I love it.
So, yeah, this is like the low gain voicing of the lead channel.
Okay.
Now we're going to go to the high gain voice.
I love that this nosy yet kind of mid-range focus doesn't go away even if we are in a high gain setting.
Exactly.
And that makes it stand out in a mix if you would play on stage with a band and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you're too scooped, you're normally off.
Yeah.
No one will hear you, but with this
Same.
grunge in it, it makes it perfect for live use.
Yeah, live and studio, like if you want to cut in a mix. Like I was sitting yesterday with Glenn, and Glenn takes the piss out of every piece of gear he hears. And he was like, I would love to record that thing.
Yeah,
And
I agree. I agree.
And if he complains about everything, that kind of is cool to hear. The cabinet, it's also made by us, and it has our own designed speakers. Our friend Arv from High Watt,
Yes.
he got me in contact with Neil from Fane, Fane Acoustics. So we pitched our idea or what we wanted in a speaker, and they kind of sent us the first sample, and it was already better than what I had described.
Okay.
So now we have our own speakers in here.
That's cool.
That you can buy separately or in a cab. On the product page of the speaker, we have an IR pack for free.
That's cool.
So everyone can try
That's
it out. So actually, the amp has a line out that's taken from after the transformer. So you still get like the presence and resonance and all the like interaction of the amp with the cabinet, but you can go direct into your interface with the amp and record it as well.
You said we had the first channel, the second channel.
Yes.
But you said something about 3/4 channels?
3/4. So the thing is, we added a defeat switch, which turns off all channels, which is a feature that you don't have in any other amps.
Okay.
So you can run preamp pedals into the amp. You can run 19-inch.
So you basically just have the power amp.
Just the power amp.
I would wish to have that a lot more on amps.
Yeah. So I mean, you can do that on other amps by going through the FX return, but if you're in a studio, like your amp is mounted somewhere so that it's not in the way, and if you go through the FX return, you lose your loop. Like you can't use it anymore. Also, you can still use the gate, so you just put whatever preamp you have into the input, use the gate, use the loop, and
Or you have a modeler. You can use all the amps from your modelers.
Yes.
Plus the Lichtlaerm. What's the name? Prometheus, and just to fill up the sound on stage,
Exactly.
you could perfectly use the amp without going into the FX return of the amp. Yeah,
exactly. We did this.
Awesome.
We did it yesterday with IK. Like the guys from IK came over and were like, "Can you run a Tonex pedal through this?" And we were like,
"Sure,
we did
why?"
it." And it's like you can add infinite channels to your live sound.
That's freaking awesome.
And still have like full tube warmth on stage because like the volume and the class AB like output stage, this is what gives like the tube sound that everyone wants. It's basically just the effectiveness of a power amp.
So that's the 3/4.
Just a 3/4.
Okay.
So
Good.
the lead channel is like 1.5 channels because it's like crunch and lead, but with a shared EQ. And then the quarter is what we call the defeat, even though the quarter can be infinite channels.
Let's do this. I'm gonna play a little bit.
Sure.
You'll dial through the 4 sounds.
Okay, sure.
With this guitar, then we switch back to the AC.
Yes.
AC, Ibanez AC, and then you guys out there have a little bit of the possibility to enjoy the amp without us hearing in perfect German English talking.
Let's just playing dynamics, right?
Now
We're on the lead channel.
let's change to the Ibanez. Let's call it sustain.
Sustain. Good job, Mark.
Guys, follow Lichtlaerm Audio.
Follow Tonio.
Are you a boomer? Are you on Facebook?
We are for the boomers
On Facebook.
on Facebook.
Okay. Thank you to Henning for organizing all of this. There is written, I should mention, Summer Cable, which are providing the wonderful cables for this event. Thanks to
Valiant.
Valiant.
They sound more French than Ukrainian, but they're from Ukraine.
Yeah, I can say it in Italian. Valiante. Then the Lichtlaerm Audio, Animals at the... No, that was the wrong channel. Catch you in the next hangout. Bye. See you.